Oh, rip. It's gone right through. Got a little job on today. Got the pouffet from the settee, and we've got a bit of a rip in it. It's a good one. It's a good old rip. It's gone right through. So what we're going to do is carry out a bit of a repair. Do like this settee, so it's worth giving it a bash. I've got here a bit of the leather. You always find these strips of leather on the settees. So if I come across to the main chair, and if you pull down the back of the seat, usually you'll find a flap of material that's actually sewed in as a little repair. So I'll shove that back down there. I'll cut a little strip of that off of there, which is going to give us something to adhere to. So first of all, I'm going to slide that in the hole. I've just cut it enough to basically cover the full rip underneath, and I'm going to glue this underneath the rip material. So shove that in there. I've done this a few times on different rips on the settee, and when the dogs leapt on it in a frenzy and put a claw through it. So let's just try and get that in there, get it flat without making the hole any bigger. So I can just feed that around and get it. Okay, that looks pretty good. So that's in the hole. So underneath the rip now, you can see the new bit of, can you? You can see the new bit of leather beneath that. So I'm going to super glue all on the top and around these lips that are all torn. Put it all down, and then seal it on the top again with a bit of super glue. And when it's gone off, I'm going to use some of the colorant. Shut up, Lola. Off of eBay, all-in-one cream colorant. It's not quite a match, but it's close enough for doing this, just to make it look a bit better. So let's go for it. Let's get the glue in. So we've got the super glue. What's up with you? Are you watching? Are you learning? So if I pull back the flap and apply the glue all around the area as far as I can get, under there, a bit round here, a bit down here, all over there, down there a bit, up there a bit, all around there, and then get that down. Stick a glovey on. I don't want to stick my hand to the chair if I can help it. Right, so let's push that down now onto that. Right, and then just apply the glue. Apply the glue along the crack, all the way along the crack, along the rip there, get it on that bit there, get it all the way along there. All the way along there, around that bit there, and there. Okay. Oh, sorry, did I get you? Pop the lid back on. Okay. I've just got to give that a couple of seconds to dry. Just make sure that it's still touching that other bit that's underneath. It feels like it is. So the patch underneath, by gluing to that, is going to give it all its strength. If you just literally glued the two seams together, as soon as you sit on it or kick it, it just comes apart. But by gluing that patch underneath, well, the smell of the super glue is getting right on my nose. it just quadruples the strength of the repair. Let's get in there. What do you reckon? How long's it been now? Is it dry yet? You don't know. I'm glad I got my helper with me. Watching over the job. She's like the foreman. Ain't ya? Hey? Are we doing a good job? It's a little bit tacky. Definitely getting there though. Ooh, so we'll give this a good shake, and that's now looking pretty good. Okay, so it's got a little cotton bud, a bit of the Scratch Doctor all in one, and if I just get some of that on the end of that, and then just touch in, roll it in around the area. All right. Yeah, shut up. Anybody want a dog? So, as you can see now, we've got that in. I'll just dab that with my finger a little bit. Just give it a bit. So the dye we've put on there, obviously it stands out quite a lot in a minute, but that'll soon wear down a bit and rough in, mingle in a bit. But we've got no more rip. And the dye, when it goes hard, well, it also helps to seal the crack as well. So, job's a good one. Key with this, get plenty on there to fill in all the divots and nooks and crannies. And if there's any rough bits left over at the end, you can just sand that down with a bit of fine sandpaper, which again just mingles it in and makes it look like the rest of the chair. Especially this, it's a really worn settee, you know, it's this poufe's seen some action. The dog flying on it at 300 miles an hour when she gets a bit excited. So that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good to me. We'll look back on that for another day. We'll just let that dry. So once we've got all this dye on there and everything else, we can just use the hot air blower, not on too hot a setting. Just to speed up the drying effect. Let's get in there. We'll just let that cool down and finish off drying. And then I'm just going to give it a little rub with some sandpaper. There's a little high point there, just a bit of glues, just got a little rough edge on it. So I'll just give that a little bit of a flatten off, and it'll also blend it in a bit more. So I've just got some really fine silicone sandpaper, and I'll just rub over that. Just takes off those little snags that were there. Super. You see now it's dried, you can hardly see where the rip was. and it's blended in really well with all the other worn leather. So yeah, really pleased with that, and if it's helped anybody out, please click a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.